blah blah blah.
That's all
blah,
we
blah,
chasing.
blah 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 blah.
And they call it.
Trey, just get to the part where you say, "Let's
which is
start the show." If you volunteer to give me a ride, do I owe you gas?
I kept telling him, boy, I can't wait till a bitch destroy you. I can't wait.
Once we have seen your naked ass, we don't take a lot of things that you say seriously.
That album is for niggas with yachts and jets and who know what the fuck escrow is.
But he was walking around just too much sunshine in his face. It was pissing me off. You gotta meditate after you fuck dirty bitches. You have to. You got to meditate after so that you actually reconcile and deal with that shit and let it wash away.
Welcome to another episode of the Tutson Interruption. My name is Trey Tutson, and before I even start, I want to say thank you to everybody that donated to the GoFundMe for my dog. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He's doing well. They say it's going to take a little while for him to recover. I want to say thank y'all so much for your donations. Greatly appreciate it. I didn't realize how much I love my dog. I'm telling my dog irritates me, gets under my, whatever. Gets on my nerves. But it's like, as soon as something happens, I be like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to save my dog. So, I want to say thank y'all for that. Quick dates, real quick. This Friday, another live Tutson Interruption. Can't wait. I've had so much fun. I got so much I gotta tell you guys about. This is gonna be a bit of a short episode. I kind of got stuff stacked on top of each other. I didn't have any internet for a while. It was like a outage or I don't know. It was something that happened over here where I didn't have any internet, so I couldn't do anything. It left me on froze. So something's always getting in the way of my consistency. Mostly me. If you ever want to see, you ever want to track like why somebody is not as successful as you may think that they should be, just look into their life and you will see when and where they got into their own way. Happens all the time, especially with comedians. Man, I've been just having fun. I got like new vices and shit. Starting with these oatmeal cookies, dog. Oatmeal raisin cookies. Okay. People either go, that's an old ass cookie, grandma, nasty, tastes like nursing home mix. Something like that, right? People always go negative. Dog, these cookies is so good. I shop at H-E-B. And that's because it's right by my house. I got one right by where I live at. So I shop at H-E-B. And it's a newer H-E-B. It's one of them ones, it about a year and a half old. You know what I'm saying? So I shop at H-E-B. I'm a proximity shopper. There was a food town right by me. I'd be like, well, I guess I'm going to go in here and try some of this experimental meat out. This is all Texas, Houston-based stuff, really, dog. It's food town, one of them places. You got to be careful. You like, the meat cheap. You know what I'm saying? The meat super duper cheap. You can get, you can get a pack of chicken for like $4. Like a family size pack of chicken for $4. That shit is accidentally genetically modified. It's bad. Yeah, I don't even do that. But anyway, these damn oatmeal raisin cookies from that. And, bro, I ain't got one right now because I had to slow down. I've been drinking too much carbonated liquids because I know that because the way the pain my back is in. I'm like, okay, I'm doing too much. I need to slow down. But, dog, This freaking um what you call it? Reed's ginger ale. Reed's ginger ale is so good. It's the crispiest, the most crisp, and cleanest ginger ale I've ever had in my life. It's smooth. Like, that's the thing, bro, about certain foods, right? That throw me off. You don't even know that things can go up to another level until you try a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be like, man, like certain places is like that, like Popeyes, right? You be like, man, I done had fried chicken. Fried chicken is generally good. How can you take fried chicken from here and take it there? How can you elevate fried chicken? And a place like Popeyes elevates the fried chicken. You got places that could just do that. They could take a product and elevate it. And I ginger ale was just something it was a, it was a part of our first aid kit in the house. Aspen, saltine crackers, and ginger ale. That's all I really ever known ginger ale to be. I didn't really know that it could be a tasty beverage. You ever see somebody just drinking a ginger ale? You like, are you trying to quit drinking? Like, what's going on in your life where you are just casually consuming ginger ale? Right? As a kid, I would go in there, see a thing, they be sold out of ginger ale. I'd be like, woo, it's a lot of people sick in this neighborhood. Everybody's stomach and head hurt around here. It's a whole lot of stomach aches in this community. So I don't know, and I got into ginger beer, and I started like drinking all these different things, man, because it just give me, I just like that sizzle that it do. It just give me a little pop. And man, I don't know what happened. I tried it out. I was like, man, I'm going to just try these out. They don't really cost that much. They always on sale. Let's see what's up. So Reed's also sell a ginger beer. But they sell one that's like this extra, right? Like an extra ginger, extra. It's just an extra everything. It's strong as shit. If you don't drink that some bitch ice cold, and I'm talking ice cold, it's a rough drink to get through. That bitch get a little warm. You be like, ooh. Start making the Bill Cosby face when you drink that shit. You like, so you can't really like, but they got one that's regular that's like, okay. So they was out of all they had was the strongest shit. And I was like, man, I'm not finna keep trying to wolf this shit down. I'm gonna try it. All they got is these ginger ales. Let me see. Man, I came home. Got that shit cold. Popped that sumbitch open. Woo, man. That's all I'm on now. I went back and bought 3 more packs of that shit. So, had a good time. It's been helping me though, like that, and these goddamn oatmeal raisin cookies. Hey man. That shit been helping me out. Cause I'm stressed out. I started the year off owing people money. We are over the halfway mark of the year, and I still owe people money. I owe more people money. I've added to the goddamn debt. But all right, though. I'm going to pay everybody back. I be scared to eat. I ain't going to lie. I eat good. I eat real good. I be scared to post some of the shit I eat because the people I owe money to, I don't even want them to see I'm eating. Fuck around, comment underneath my post with the eyes and shit. Like, so I don't want that. I don't like that in my life. I be nervous and shit. I don't even eat. Especially if I see them people in public. If I owe you money and I see you in public, I ain't eating shit or nothing. I'm going to present myself as the most struggling son bitch you've ever seen in your life. You're like, look at Trey with his baggy clothes. His clothes don't even fit. Yeah, I done lost weight because I ain't really been out here eating like that. I'm putting on a whole front. So, I've been trying to find different stuff to do to, to help me relieve stress, right? A lot of stuff to help me relieve stress and shit. I take ashwagandha. I do take ashwagandha. That helps. But that ashwagandha, boy, it also increases your libido by a lot. I don't know the percentages, but man, my goddamn libido be through the roof. And yeah, that is too much. I don't got time to be that horny at 2 in the afternoon until about 10 o'clock at night. That shit, I be just going. It be like, come on. Let's fuck something. It's just, I can't do it. So I was like, I gotta take that shit as needed. When I feel stressed out, I feel flustered, or I'm feeling anxious, I'll pop me a couple of them. And that shit'll ease it out. I was taking that shit every day like it was a one-day vitamin. You know what I'm saying? I was taking it like that. Like, oh, yeah, let me get my vitamins in. Walk around this bitch dizzy throughout the day. Just like, it's like, why am I lightheaded? I don't know, Trey. Maybe because you've been operating with half the blood in your body for the whole day. Stop taking it so everything can flow together right. Dig hard as fucking HEB. They like, what you came in here for? I came here to get some ginger ale and some oatmeal raisin cookies. Huh? That ain't the only cookie you want. So, I've been trying to find different stuff. Started back playing video games. I haven't got the capture card yet. I had a lot of stuff lined up. My dog got sick and I had to take care of my dog. So, what's I finna say? Been want to get the capture because I want to start streaming me playing video games more. Just because it is relieving to me. It's very relieving. It's relieving when I don't try to be the best in the world. Because that's what I used to want to be. When I play video games, I wanted to be the best in the world. That's all I played it for. It was like, I want to be better than everybody. Maybe not the best in the world, but you at least wanted to be better than everybody that was within your core group of people that play video games. You're like, I want to be able to beat my brother. I want to be able to beat my cousin. I want to be able to beat certain people and be good. And the only way that you really could do that is if you master the game on the most difficult level. If you play a game at its hardest level, you should be fine. Because all it is, the difficulty is just that the computer, the CPU's game sliders is like 75% better than yours. That's the whole thing. The goddamn CPU is flawless and you are limited. So, with you being limited and them being flawless, if you able to figure out a way to master it and beat them under those conditions, you'll be any user, right? So, that's my whole game plan. Man, I'm playing MLB The Show, right? And I play it to relieve stress. And I'm playing it on the hardest level. And you know what, man? I got frustrated. Because I was like, it was not relieving stress for me. I'm sitting there, I'm stressing out like I'm an actual baseball player. I'm having nightmares and dreams and shit about this game. Like, oh, I struck out again. I gotta work on my swing. I'm waking up out my sleep 2 o'clock in the morning to like work on. I'm practicing. Let me get a few hits in. All right, let me go to bed. Like I'm actually getting better. I was terrible, and something clicked. Something was like, I don't know. I think I just struck out again one game, and I was just like, Trey, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trying to? You're not gonna make the majors for real, whether it be in life or virtual. You're not gonna do it, dude. How about you just tone all this down and just have some fun? Just have some fun. So that's what I did. I put it on the easiest goddamn level that was available. I didn't go down a few. I was like, nah, what is the easiest level on this some bitch? That's what I'm doing. I put it on the easiest level. And bro, I'm straight up hitting dingers. I'm hitting dingers. And now it's actually stress relieving. Now I actually feel relieved because now I'm just like, oh man, I'm frustrated. I got this and that I'm going through. I just need something to take my mind off of it. All right. Let me go hit about 5 home runs. And it's great. And I'm enjoying it. But that's all I've been trying to do is do stuff. And I say that to anybody, man. Like, find whatever it is, man, that relieves stress. You know, find whatever you can do, whatever it is that you can do that relieves stress. You know, don't overdo it. You know, if it's a substance you take that help relieve stress, can I please say that, you know, be careful with that. Don't let it get into a space where, you know, it starts to take over your life. But definitely find something that relieves stress, dog, because this shit'll kill you. It'll weigh down on you. And it'll sneak up on you. This shit'll kill you without you even knowing. You just go to the doctor for a routine checkup and they're like, you have blockage everywhere. Yeah. Emergency surgery. He might not make it. 50-50. Let's get him under the table. So, I say that I've been doing a lot of stuff. You know, the other thing I like to do to relieve stress, I love pranks. I don't like some of the new pranks to people now. I don't know. And it's an age thing. It's an age thing. I don't like some of their pranks. Where they like, you know, they walking in the store and they got a car seat and they act like they punching a baby. You know, or they'll ghost ride a car, act like the car got out of control and they running and chasing. I've seen that. Fucking with people in the grocery store, which is a thing I actually do. I like doing that. I just don't record it because it's too many. Like my biggest thing is like I can't copycat stuff. I can't do it, y'all. I cannot copycat things. I have a issue. Like, that's one of my struggles with this podcast. Is like, what do I do? I'm talking shit. I'm being silly and everything on here. But how do I do this where it ain't just another asshole talking? Because that's every podcast. It's just some idiot talking. You know, some idiot talking. It's like, I like doing this. It's fun. It'd be great if I had more interaction with it. You know what I mean? It'd be great if people would fucking email in. You know what I mean? Just a segue right into it. If you would like to email in to the podcast, the email is tutsoninterruption@gmail.com. 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 You know what? It's too fucking long. That's why nobody wants to email in, Trey. Right there. You out of breath just giving people the fucking directions and instructions on how to contact the podcast. You ran out of breaths midway through it. So you don't think their fucking fingers is going to get tired, Trey? Midway through typing that shit with their thumbs? They got to type in that long-ass email, then type in an email, then send. You need a short email. How about short email at gmail.com? I'm going to see if that's available. Short email at gmail.com. That might work. Short email at gmail.com. Let's try that. Promote that. See how many people email in with questions or whatever. Any hooch daddies. So, I've been doing a lot of shit. And I like pranks. And one of the things that has happened in my life, those that don't know me, my wife been separated, not together for a couple years. Um, it's been, I ain't gonna lie, it's been hard. It's been very difficult going through life. I was with that person for a long time, and it's very difficult going through life without that person. I mean, I couldn't imagine it, but when you grow apart, you know what I mean? You can't continue to do things to hurt each other or put a strain on the relationship. You have to move forward. So in that, I've had to deal with so many things, family members and all this different stuff. The betrayal and the deceit, not even deceit, but just the flat out, I'm not on your side in this that has taken place has been very hard because no one has tried to have a conversation with me about it. I'm talking about within my family. I've talked to friends and stuff like that, certain people that I trust, but I've never been able to talk to my family really about any of it because all of it is coming from a place of sort of gossip. It feels like anything I've ever told anybody, it somehow gets back to Shay, or it gets back to me through other people. And I'll be like, what the fuck? I didn't tell you. How did you know this? So, and then sometimes you tell the most important people the situation and the circumstances. And then they're not necessarily on your side. Their advice is, or their suggestion or whatever it is that they're saying is complete opposite of where you are at. And that's hard. That is a loneliness I don't wish upon anybody. I don't wish that shit upon anybody. It's a lot of y'all that got like issues with y'all parents and shit like that, and it's a lot of people that try to be very, or I don't say parents, but just with your family and stuff like that. It's people that come to mind when I think of this. It's like you try very hard. You say you're this open person. You say that you're an open-minded person, but when it comes to your own personal situation, you tend to be very close-minded to it. You know, when it comes to dealing with your relatives, man, just like zoom out and take a beat and observe that person's struggles. Observe why they're fucked up. And then find the stuff that you love about them. You know? And act on that. Act on trying to reconcile. Because you know, it like we don't know everything, and a lot of times we hard on people. We're very hard on people because we're hurt or whatever. So I'm trying to like work through everything. So but I had all this stuff with my family, right? All this stuff with my family asked all these questions, you know, gossiping my life, saying this and that. I'm hearing stuff from people. You know how it is with family members that don't even be around that much. You're like, motherfucker, how do you know my business? And this is the first time I've seen you in 5 years. How are you even saying and suggesting, and what are you talking about? What are you referring to? That's when they back out of it. They had that face and shit on. I had no idea. I had no fucking shit. Get your goofy ass out of here. So man, I decided, say, you know what, man, everybody want to gossip and stuff about my dating life and about this and about that and who I'm talking to, which is nobody's fucking business unless I come out and say, hey, this is that, yada, yada, yada. Which you don't even want to do it. When somebody's not genuinely happy for you, you go fuck them. That's why I want to. If nobody's genuinely happy for you, fuck them, dude. They don't deserve the truth from you. They don't deserve. There's motherfuckers that claim they're my friend and they got me and stuff like that. And there may have been certain situations where they have proven that point. But if if I'm actually happy in the situation that I'm in, if you're my friend, you should be happy for me. Especially if I'm not doing something that's causing detriment to my life. I'm not like, nigga, I love this crack. This crack do it for me. They like, bro, your heart gonna explode and you gonna lose all your property. But I'm happy. It's like, no. Like, in that case, kick the pipe out my hand and help recover me. So, I'm like, I gotta figure out a way to get back at these sons of bitches. Because they've gossiped and talked shit about me for so long. So I'm like, I'm gonna get them. So, I met this, I won't say their name unless they're okay with it. But I met somebody like in the scene. Very cool. Nice person. Of the, of the caucus demographic, right? But they were down. I was like, man, it'd be great. My sister's having a baby shower. And I think what I'm going to do is, because everybody's asking all these questions about who I'm talking to and shitting on whoever I'm talking to and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring you, lady of the caucus demographic, I'm going to bring you to this baby shower. You'll probably be the only white person there. Can you hold her on? And this fucking driven, angel just was like, yeah, let's fucking go. Right? She has that kind of spirit. Yeah, let's fucking do it. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. So she's in the dogs, and so she's into animals and stuff like that. So I'm like, we're pitching this whole thing. I'm like, look, you're gonna come. We had the whole thing mapped out. You're gonna come. She's like, I'm like, you want me to bring any of my animals? I could bring it out. I'm like, what do you got? She's like, I have this, I got that, I got a bird. I'm like, can you bring the bird? She's like, yeah, I'll bring the bird in a little cage. I'm like, oh yes. And make people talk to the bird. Make people greet. You say hi, but then make them also say hi to the bird. We're going through this. I'm like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. She's like, how do you want me to dress? Do you want me to come in like dirt poor white? I'm like, don't do that. Don't come in like that. That's that's bad. Then they would then they would win the argument. Then they would win in this situation. They'd be like, see, he don't know how to pick them. Look how busted up his white girl is. I don't want you to do that. You know what I mean? Show up as a snow bunny, not a groundhog, right? So I was like, dress kind of fit, dress as fancy as you can dress for outside, right? So, she's like, what else we gonna do? I'm like, I'll tell you what else. It's kind of a potluck situation. Everybody's bringing food. It's gonna be a moment we can prepare food. Can you bring a potato salad? I mean, packed with raisins. Like so much where it's not even a potato salad anymore. People think it's a raisin salad, and potatoes is doing a guest spot. Okay, potatoes is doing a hard five before the feature act comes in and does crowd work. So I'm like, get this all straight, get it together. She's like, all right, okay, cool, we're talking. And I'm got mixed feelings. Because if this goes sideways, I plan on recording all this too. Call somebody, I'm like, yo, we're going to record it. We're going to get this situated, everything, line it up. And I was down, but I was going back and forth because I kept thinking, yo, if this goes sideways, I just ruined the baby shower. That's all I did. If this goes sideways, all I did was just ruin a baby shower. This wasn't funny, and if I don't get it on tape, I just ruined the baby shower for nothing. No content, no nothing. Ruined baby shower. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, fuck, I don't know. Who's gonna be there? Oh, let's see how this goes. I say, man, the hell with it. I'm gonna do it. So we go get some lunch, couple lattes, and we plan it all out. She shows up. She's ready. The baby shower was Hawaiian themed, right? I had on a black Hawaiian shirt, black shorts, right, with some sneakers and stuff, right? Shirt open, Hawaiian shirt open. Okay, not quite a six pack showing. That's not really my vibe right now. But I look good. I look decent. I look okay. I look like I'm trying to work out. I'm just not dedicated. She shows up. She looks fabulous. She's doing her thing. I'm like, let's go ahead and go do this. So we start walking up. And man, as we're walking up, I could see my family. Like, it was like in a movie, dude, like slow motion. They all start turning. They went to this pavilion. And they're helping set stuff up. And they just start turning and looking. Like, is that Trey? Oh, that's Trey. Yeah, because that's Trey car. Who the fuck is Trey with? You can see it happening. Man, we greeting people, right? We greet people. One of my cousins, we go back and forth. She asked me about my jewelry, right? I wear crystals now. I started wearing crystals. The truth is, I kept getting robbed for having all that rapper jewelry on. Like, having big Cubans and tennis chains and all that type of shit. Motherfuckers was sticking me up and getting that shit. That's the truth. So I was like, man, I still want to wear jewelry because I don't really like I don't like this part of me naked. I don't really just like this part exposed, and I don't really like that. I don't wear suits. That's the only way you can really get away with it. If you wear a suit with a tie and everything, you ain't got to wear all that jewelry. But I need a neck piece on if I'm going to have on a t-shirt or something like that. So I was like, I started wearing the crystals. Well, my cousin asked me, why you wear the crystals? And I always mess with her. I'm like, this is white woman bait. This is white woman bait. White women cannot resist. They can't resist. This crystal is like a moth to a fucking light. White women see it and they be like, oh my God. Is that a tiger's eye? They can't help it. And of course, my cousin rolls her eyes because very, very, very strong black woman that believes in the black family and all that type of thing. So she grilling me about it. So when we walk up, we go straight to her. I'm like, hey, this is my cousin. Hey, cousin, this is my partner. And she's just like, hello, how you doing? And right when we walk by to go meet other people, my cousin leaned over to me and was like, we need to talk. As soon as you get a chance, we need to talk. And I'm like, oh, this is so good. And I'm seeing everybody's face. Nobody really saying nothing. Everybody just looking and being peaceful. For the most part, everybody's cool. Hey, how you doing? All right, cool. But it's a couple people that's like, what's going on? My mom's cousin, we go over to meet her. I'm like, hey, this is my partner. This is my mom's cousin, yada, yada. And then the lady I brought, she's like, oh, hi, how are you doing? Yes, it's great. Would you like me to take those diapers for you? I can put it over on the table over there for you. And then my mom's cousin was just like, no, no, go ahead. No, don't even, yeah. Well, yeah, nice to meet you too. Yeah, okay. Barely talking to me. Everybody's being weird, right? Not weird, but just weird. We started playing some of the games. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. So the one that like really took me out of it, I go over to one of my younger cousins, and she hadn't spoke to me the whole time. She just been looking. Everybody's been huddling up and shit, having conferences with each other. Like, what is going on? Why is he living his life like this? He brought a white girl to the baby shower. They just like plotting on, I don't know, advice. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do. So I go to tap my little cousin on the shoulder because she hadn't spoke to me the whole time. So I'm like, hey, I'm like, what's up? You ain't talked to me all day. She literally turned around just like this. She just went, hey. And then just turned back on. Short, nothing. Big laugh. Bummer was, didn't get nothing recorded. Couldn't do any of it. But it was a good time. Right? Mom, dad, spoke to everybody. And you know what, man? I got my car. And I went to call somebody that I could usually talk to about shit like this. And this person got upset about their own personal shit that it made me feel so fucking lonely because I had a good time laughing, pranking my family. By the way, I told them way later that it's a prank. I'm not really talking to this person or whatever. But I only told a couple of people. So there's some people, I got family in Louisiana that's probably like, Trey, talk to a white girl now. It's crazy. It's big news. They start planning your life ahead and shit. Trey is in Get Out. Which I could never be in nothing. What the fuck would white people want from me? Physically. Remember, that whole movie is about wanting something physical on the black person. It ain't about shit internally. Motherfucker ain't gonna take half my brain for my sense of humor. They not gonna have it. You done killed that part of me. Maybe my eyebrows. I got some Jewish looking eyebrows. You might want the eyebrows. That's cool. The back of my hair is good. I got good back hair. This shit here scares me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I got a big forehead, receding hairline. I don't know what's happening. I'm nervous about all of this. Everything makes me nervous. Waves on point though. I still got the waves, which my barber said the gayest shit ever. It wasn't really the gayest shit ever. He just said it in one of the most feminine ways. He was like, hey man, you been brushing your hair or you just been putting that cap on it? I'm like, nah, I've been brushing it and putting the cap on it. He like, I could tell your shit's swimming. I was like, first of all, put your dick away and finish cutting my hair. You know that nigga like one time, that dude, I ain't gonna lie, it's something up with him. One time he was cutting my hair and I got some hair like cut in my eye. This motherfucker blew it out. Yeah, look, hair right. Hey, bro, what the fuck? Don't do that shit, bro. I'm tingling. So, anyway, I called that person and they made me feel more alone. Cause I already felt alone. Cause I got to hear the rumblings of everybody. I got to hear all the gossip. Once the partner left, once the young angel left, then I was kind of like, I was there by myself in it. And then you kind of hear everybody whispering about everything. And they're not talking about who I brought. They just kind of mentioning stuff about the way you live in your life. And you just like, damn, they really don't get it. And then to call that person and them to make me feel down. You know, you have to like, you got to make a decision on if that person's worth being in your life. And you know what's wild? When you do an inventory, you realize most people, I won't say most, but there's a lot of people that's in your life that serves no purpose for your life. They really don't serve that big of a purpose. Or they're not as significant as you think they are. Because you start finding out that, oh, damn, I got other people in my life that they don't allow their own personal shit to get in the way of them being a friend of mine. You find that shit out as well. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna ride with that. And I just want to say to y'all today, like, it's to encourage y'all. If you got people in your life and you don't really see the benefit, or if what you thought was beneficial is actually not that impactful in your life, that you can either do without it or you can get what they provide from a better source. Cut them people off. Cut them people off and relieve yourself of some stress so you don't have to eat oatmeal cookies and scream at MLB The Show. It's been another episode of the Tutson Interruption. My name is Trey Tutson. Like I said, man, thank y'all for listening, tuning in. I appreciate every last one of you. Thank y'all again for donating to my dog's GoFundMe. I appreciate it. My boy is well. He's going to be okay. He's going to live to see another day. I appreciate it very much. When you see a live show, check it out. Download my album. It's called Blissful. It's on everything. iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, your mama's ass. It's everywhere. Thank y'all. Until next time, adios.